Hey, what's up out there? It's Yanni back with another haul. Got some awesome books to share. First up, Adventure Comics 428 and 29. First and second Black Orchid. These were on my list once I learned about them. I put them on the list just because a couple of reasons. One, just awesome covers. I especially love this 429. The colors on it are awesome. You got the blue from the ocean, the kind of purples and pinks. Really nice copy of it too. It's popping. And 428, I didn't realize up there it's the origin and the first appearance of Black Orchid. Maybe someday will become a more sought after character. These are still definitely an affordable range. And this copy I got, it's basically like I paid less than $3.50 for it. It's pretty much bent in half. I believe the staples are attached, but it's mainly just the condition of it is not spectacular. This one I was actually really happy with. They had it listed as a very good / fine, and I paid a little bit over $5 for it. I think this one is really undervalued just because of the cover. It's really cool, and it's her second appearance. And it's definitely in better shape than a VGF, in my opinion. It's probably not much better, maybe one grade higher. Alright, so I got those online. I picked up a couple more online. Firestorm number 29. First appearance of... Oh, this is a potential radar book also. First appearance of Mindboggler from Suicide Squad, who has been rumored to be in the cast for the Suicide Squad movie. Now, they just announced this week that Harley Quinn has been cast, so that whole team that Mindboggler is in may become irrelevant at this point. They may go with a Harley Quinn team, but still a good first appearance that can be had real cheap. I picked that up under $2. Another radar book here, Warlock. Strange Tales 179. This is the Warlock run. This is also the first appearance of Pip the Troll, his sidekick, who, if you've read books like Infinity Gauntlet, he's in that. So, in regards to future speculation, you know, he may show up when Warlock shows up in a movie also. If they're going to do Infinity Gauntlet, they pretty much have to have Warlock, and we saw at the end of the Guardians movie that, you know, his cocoon was there. He's going to be, he should be showing up soon. So I feel like this is a really underrated book as far as another character that could show up in the movie, and it's not really being talked about at all right now. This isn't a great copy. I just wanted to get one because I didn't have one yet. I paid $3.30 for it. Another very good find. I'll definitely upgrade that multiple times, hopefully. And let's get a little 90s love in here with Warlock and Infinity Watch number 1. You know, it's another dollar book, but I definitely see this having some potential. They're easily found still, but I see this having some potential when he makes an appearance in a movie. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Oh, how about this radar book here? Warlock 13. So they've been talking about, it's been a lot of spoilers out there, spoiler alert, in regards to end of the Avengers, so don't listen if you want to know. But there was some original chatter that Hulk would be sent up into space at the end of the next Avengers movie. And you can see on the cover here it's got Hulks and Hulkses and Draxes. Hulk and Drax on the cover. Great cover of them fighting. I believe this might be the first time that they fight. Not positive, but just just throwing it out there. Going up in this, if Hulk's going up into space, he might meet somebody else who's up there. Alright, check this one out. I don't know if you've seen this. I showed Power Girl 1 and 2, the Adam Hughes variants. I don't even know who the artist on this is. It's a really nice cover. It's kind of in the same vein as Adam Hughes, but it's not. This is Power Girl number 27. This is the last issue, and it is a pretty tough one to find. I can't remember what I paid for this, maybe like $3. Another white cover. This is just the regular cover, but it is, I believe it's the last issue, and so it's a tough one to find, and it's white cover. Definitely keep an eye out for that. Oh boy, taking it back here. Alright, so these are books that I got at a local con this past weekend. This was, I got a bunch of dollar books here. Adventures of Superman number 500. This is the return of Superman, more or less, and the reason I bought this, you can still find these for $1, and there's tons of them, so I don't know if it would ever hold much more value than a couple bucks. But this features the first time that Cyborg Superman appears as a cyborg. Hank Henshaw, I believe, was his name before he became the cyborg. He has an appearance of, I don't know, 20 issues or so earlier. I think it's in the 470s. But Cyborg Superman has also been rumored to be on Supergirl show, I believe. Supergirl TV show. Pretty sure that's where he's going to show up at. So this is first appearance of Cyborg. I'm sure you can find this cheap still. Paid $1. Alright, some other dollar books. Got some of that Liefeld New Mutants goodness. I see people selling these for $5. I don't know if people buy them, the Liefeld run of New Mutants. I don't know if people buy them, but I see them selling them for that. So I grab them when I see them for $1. Incredible Hulk 340. I believe this would be the Marvel Legends reprint. Probably a pretty tough book to find. You know, I don't see these too often. It's got the black border, so you're going to have some issues with the spine most likely, and especially being that it came out of a comic book container, and you know, when you try and open those things, usually you're going to bend the thing that's inside it, and I wouldn't doubt that's what happened to this. Got a few spine ticks. Alright, what else we got here? I just got this because it was fun. I believe this is Flash 289. I believe that this is the first appearance, or I'm sorry, the first George Perez DC work. And first George Perez Flash, I believe. Don't quote me on it for 100%. Just take 90% of it. But I'm pretty sure that's what the significance of this book is. I remember seeing it before. Okay, moving on, some more con books. Alright, got these for $2. Captain Marvel number 1 from the 2014 series. This isn't the one to have right now. You want the 2012, the first Danvers in the Captain Marvel run. But can't hurt having the newer one as well for $2. Cryptozoic Man, number 1. I really stayed away from this book when it came out, but it did garner a lot of attention because of the Comic Book Men show, and I didn't check to see what it goes for, but I know for a while these were selling for over $10. I find it hard to believe that it'll stay up there, but who knows? I don't know what it's selling for now. Green Arrow 17, shown that a million times. I was really surprised to find that. Figment number 1. And it is the first print for $2. I don't know how that was there. And I found a second one. Be more than willing to trade one of those. I have no interest in the book really, but I would like to read the story, but I'm not going to go out and buy them. So those were all $2. Next guy I went to, these were 50 cents, and I'm sure somebody went through and grabbed Wolverine 155. That's the one you probably know. That has the Rob Liefeld again, is just a Deadpool face cover. And I didn't realize this until a couple months ago maybe that this book had Deadpool in it as well, and you can see him on the cover there. But I don't think a lot of people know to look for 154. They're just looking for 155. But it is a 2-issue arc, so definitely pick that up with as hot as Deadpool is. 50 cents I paid. I also got an X-Force 8. There's been some chatter that X-Force number 11 is not the real first Domino. It is X-Force number 8. I haven't read these things, or I can't tell you why they're saying that, but it has something to do with, you know, just with, I don't, whatever. Hey, Domino, possibly. X-Men 4, First Omega Red. Another one of these. I believe this is a Marvel Legends. I don't know how you would find this book if you were looking for it, because the reason I found it is because it was next to this one. It was in the run of X-Men, the 90s series. But usually the covers for these things, this might be some other incentive. The covers usually are reprints of popular books, and so they're usually stuck in with the same book number in the regular series. The reprint is also there. This one, I'm not sure exactly where it would be found. Alright, I mentioned this book before, Superboy 9, which I got for 50 cents. The first King Shark, who is a member of Suicide Squad. He's on the cover there. Now, the Wikia said Superboy number 0 was the first appearance of him. I went through this book. I didn't see him as the Shark. I don't know if he's some type of mutant or something, and he's in regular form here, but he's not in that as the Shark. So I would get number 9. I think if you want the first appearance. I can't believe these were 50 cents. Had a nice little run of some of the newer Batman. 611, 613, amazing Harley cover. It's just a really cool cover as far as the imagery of it. And 619, the Rogues cover, which this is the variant cover. They have a regular cover and the Rogues variant, and then there's a cool second print as well. Second or third print. Alright, so I got those for 50 cents. Same dealer. I paid $3 for this one. Justice League 183, the first part of the Darkseid story arc. Pretty good book to have in your collection if you don't have it. And I added one of these for $4. Wonder Woman 199. It's a pretty beat copy. He had it listed as fair. I believe it's still attached. It's not in great shape, lots of creases and stuff, but just a really cool cover, the Wonder Woman bondage cover. This is one of the more sought after ones too. And I threw this one in for free. I would definitely say this is a radar book. Avengers number 35. This is the first time that we see Falcon as Captain America. I believe this is the first imagery of him as Captain America. The issue in which he becomes Captain America comes after in the Captain America series, comes after this. So I believe this is his first appearance. Correct me if I'm wrong. Alright, so that was that dealer. Moving on to the next guy. Wow, just some great books here. Firestorm number 1, finally got one of those. I paid $10 for it. Really, actually, I paid less than that. I'll show you what I paid. Firestorm number 1. You know, he's going to be on the Flash show. This book shot up and was getting $100 once that got announced, maybe 4 months ago or so. It's come down. I didn't look to see what it's going for now, but really cool book. Another book that is kind of unknown, Batgirl 45. Really cool Gene Jones cover. Gene Jones. Just the cover's awesome. And that's basically what makes this book. It's nothing more than that as far as I know, but I really love books that do like some graphic and do some nice artwork with it. Kind of like, I really like David Ahab, you know, like his Hawkeye run where he's got a little bit of artwork and it's more about the graphic layout. Really cool book. I didn't pay much for that. I'll show you. I got one other book, and then I got this also. Brave and the Bold, number 60. First time Teen Titans are in the title. I paid 60 for that Firestorm, this Batgirl, one other kind of $5 book, and then this. So I think I did pretty well from this buyer. I mean, this it's in really nice shape. It's got a little bit of writing on it, which I don't really care about. It's got some bends in it, but it's really not bad at all for. And I believe, again, I believe this is the first appearance of Wonder Girl. Not positive, but I think that is. So, awesome book to have in the collection. Alright, what else we got here? We got from another guy. I paid $1 for that. Remember when Winter Soldier came out? This book was getting $20 minimum. Captain America 359, the first cameo of come on now, what's his name? Crossbones. And I've been picking up a lot of Crossbones stuff. I said in a different video that, you know, it's set up the next Captain America movie that Crossbones will be an antagonist, but I think he'll still be in it, but it might go a little bit different direction. But I'm picking him up for sure. Detective 639, like the first/second Sonic preview, Sonic the Hedgehog comic preview. Web number 18. I don't know why this was in their dollar bin. They must not know about it. I mean, you know about it, right? Web of Spider-Man number 18. When Peter Parker gets pushed on the train tracks and his spider sense doesn't go off, so you assume that it's Eddie Brock as Venom. And this predates any Venom stuff, so it's kind of it's one of those ones that collectors I don't think care too much about, but it has been really pretty much verified that it is. Oh, newsstand. And Web 119, second Scarlet Spider and Kane. And this one was, I paid a little bit less than this for it. It's got 3 on it. I paid a little bit less than that. Probably paid 2. Swamp Thing, Saga Swamp Thing 25, first cameo, John Constantine. It's got, I couldn't really figure out what was going on with it. It's kind of hard to see. It's got some rippling like it's water damage, but when I looked at it, it's more like it was just stored improperly. So, anyway, Captain America number 12. This is the first appearance of Iron Nail. And I'll show you a book later as to what the significance of that is. And then another great one that I always try and pick up if I can find, if it's listed for cheap, is Incredible Hulk 449, the first Thunderbolts. This book has started to finally command some money. I showed this book many videos ago, and I paid a little bit under $5 for this book. I think that's how much I paid last time. It's starting to get up there to the $20 range finally. Good key book to have in the collection. Still within range. You know, it's one of those books where I'm like, why is this not worth more? The Thunderbolts have well over 100. They're probably approaching 200 published issues under their own title, and yet this book still is kind of not really that sought after. Anyway, another book that I saw was starting to pick up a lot more now is Spider-Man 363. I paid $3 for it. Really nice copy. Obviously the cover is really cool, and it's the third appearance of Carnage, so that's a good book to get. Yeah, all right. Iron Man 2, the movie adaptation, or the movie Iron Man 2, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 1. This is the first, it's pretty much the first known Agent Coulson in Marvel Universe. Now there is another kind of mini comic that predates this, but it's really hard to find, and it's kind of one of those obscure things that it was not sold on the newsstands or at the shops kind of thing. Alright, I paid $1 for it. Sin City, Dame to Kill For number 1. The movie just came out. I assume it did horribly because I didn't hear much about it. but good one for the personal collection. Here's some good ones I got from a guy. From a different dealer. This book, Silver Surfer 34, it's basically the reemergence of Thanos in kind of the modern era. It's starting to really command some money now too, and it's a really nice copy. I'm really glad to have that. I also got another one that I did not have in my collection, was Submariner number 5, First Tiger Shark. It's not a great copy, and I think the top staple is actually pulled through on this one. And I also got Detective 474, First Silver Age, or not, this wouldn't be Silver Age, but First Bronze Age Deadshot. First modern appearance of Deadshot. Not in spectacular condition, but I paid $15 for all 3 of these, and I'm really happy with that. So, alright, what else we got here? Boy, I scored some really nice stuff from one guy. He had just picked up a new collection and was just trying to move stuff, I think. So I got a Star Wars 68 Origin of Boba Fett, assumed origin, $10. Paid $10 for Wonder Woman number 179. This is the first new Wonder Woman, and it's just an amazing cover as well. Really nice cover. Swamp Thing 21, Saga of Swamp Thing 21. This is a real key issue to comics because it kind of takes comic books in a different direction. This is the first issue that Alan Moore wrote on Saga of the Swamp Thing, which would become a iconic run in comics. And I got not one but 2 of those really nice looking copies for $10 each. I got, man, this, I couldn't believe I got this for $5 for She-Hulk. Like, some of these were just like old prices from like 2 years ago. I had to get a second one of that for $5 for that price. Picked up a Spectacular Spider-Man 64, First Cloak and Dagger, a book that's really jumped up in the past year and a half. Paid $10 for that. I got this for $10, Supergirl number 1, really hot book right now. And I had shown one I got earlier and I paid $15 for it, and it was in worse shape than this, so this is an upgrade for a cheaper price. Definitely happy to have that. Another one I couldn't believe I got for this price. Black Panther number 1, super hot character right now because of the movie announcement. It was still only $10, and I mean, it's in really nice shape. I think it had a little corner issue down here. Corners are a little bit rounded. Just the outside corners. I mean, that's the only thing I really see with it. It's not like, this book, I don't know, that orange I always think should be like a brighter red, but I think most of the ones I've seen are like that orange color, so I guess that's what it's supposed to be. Like, it's not faded. Amazing Adventures number 1. First Inhumans and first Black Widow in their own title. Plus this Inhumans over here with Medusa and Black Bolt, just a great cover. It's a white cover, which is super tough. This has like a little crease right here. Other than that, it's really nice. I paid $10 for it. And a couple books that I thought I never really would own. I got a Flash number 140, first appearance of Heatwave. And it's a great cover with Captain Cold and Heatwave, who are both now on the Flash show. And wow, what can I say? $10 for that. And I had to throw this in for 10 also. I mean, another book that I thought I'd never really own, but I was really happy with my approach to this show, that I stayed away from the dribble and really went after some keys, and I got lucky that there was a good dealer there. Green Lantern number 59. It's beat. That's the grade on it, beat. But I paid $10 for it. First Hal Jordan. I mean, it's one of those classic covers, classic book, you know, a great key to have in the collection. So super happy to have all of those for great prices. I mean, you know, I got all those for, I think some of them he had like 15 on, but when we packaged them, he got them all down to like 10 bucks each. So I'm happy with any of those for 10 bucks. I got a couple dollar books. What If, 49, Silver Surfer Infinity Gauntlet. Tough book to find. It's a $30 book online. I mean, try and find one and look at what the prices are. I was surprised that was in box for $1. Captain America 21. This is a newer book that's starting to get some attention because it is when Captain America loses his powers. Basically, Iron Nail here. Remember I mentioned him earlier? This is Iron Nail, and he's the one that takes the powers from Captain America. So it's a key book as far as Captain America is concerned. Captain Carrot #1. I just picked that up. It's a nice copy. And Amazing Spider-Man #19. If I can find this with like a super white cover like this, it's very tough to find those. It's the first Alistair Smythe who was in the last Spider-Man movie, but it's more so I've picked it up because of the white cover. Always going to be sought after when you have a nice white cover. Alright, what else we got? Oh, a few more online buys. And these were from Nucadia, which I don't know if I'm going to order from them again. Remember I showed you Justice League 183 earlier. I also got a 184 from Nucadia. And the price was so good. I paid $6 for both of these. The price was so good I had to get both of them. And then I also got a 185 for $3. So that's the Dark Side story arc, 183 to 85. And great covers. I mean, the conditions were... Well, let me show you this one, I guess. I also picked this up for $9. Revenge of the Living Monolith, Marvel graphic novel #17. The first kind of cameo, well, it's not even a cameo of Apocalypse. It's him as another character, basically. Or another character, I guess is what you can say. So it doesn't even show Apocalypse in the form that we know him, but it's still it's still considered him. So this is considered his first appearance. It's not really, but it's still titled as such. But they labeled this thing a very fine minus. This was Nucadia. Look at first of all, you can see the bend in this thing. Then you got the corner issue there. Then you go down to the bottom. Again, it's bent, and you got a corner issue there. I mean, this is the second time I've ordered from them, and this has nothing to do with the packaging. It comes packaged very nice, actually. I wish other people would do as good a job. But the grades on them are just horrible. And, I mean, I'll buy from them if I get prices like this, because I paid for a lower grade book, and I did not have this book. So I paid for a lower grade, and that's what I got was that lower grade. It's not the grade that I was advertised. So I'm not super upset, but I just keep that in mind in the future that they kind of overgrade. So as you can see, it's what I would say was a very great con weekend. Lots of keys added to the collection. Super happy about it. And as I showed, I did hit them dollar boxes as well. So keep trolling those dollar boxes.